Game over. Yeah, game over. And by the way, and also I want royalties for giving him that name. Russo'sBrand.com, where the pros are the pros. Speaking of Samantha Irvin, did you guys just read the latest WWE news with these WWE? I forget what the name of it is already. Have you read that, Ben?
The independence that
the ID, WWE ID, I think. Yeah.
Which is already ridiculous in the way it is. Who is it? Booker T's, Cody's Nightmare Factory. Did they say the Dudleys? Seth's thing. So it's all guys in-house. Meanwhile, one company has made you more WWE superstars and trained better people for TV than any other independent organization and or wrestling school, and that is Ohio Valley Wrestling, which should have been your first recontract because they have TV show weekly, pay-per-views, touring show, and a multi-tiered school there as well. But no, Seth Rollins, Iowa's own school.
Well, really I mean, now we're gonna get a new WWE superstars that hit like this. Which I can't wait to see.
You're gonna do Falcon's Arrow Superplex and not understand how wrong that is, or the dressing like Elton John and coming out like the Joker, ripping things off because you are reinventing yourself with 9 different names. Because you hold your way up next to Triple H. That's all it really takes to. Are they teaching that lesson in school? Are we having those classes? Because his fundamentals are fucking rotten most of the time, and so is his psychology. So let's give him a contract because he's over.
So let's back up a second. So basically, now WWE has their recognized independent kind of farm league schools, not the state accredited training that Al Snow has. I know he went to the state and actually has a legitimate, you can get grants, scholarships, student aid, financial, you can get all this stuff to go to Al's school, right?
Yeah. And I do remember, I think the one day,
that's the first mistake.
The one day I was actually working security for Triple H and HBK at OVW, and I remember Triple H going, OVW is going nowhere. They're going to be a WWE property forever. It's far too valuable. So I look forward to them getting added to that list. Triple H being a man of his word and coming back. Kern, hey, what's going on in here? So
they were just tourists.
Yeah, they're just excited to be there.
I want you talk about fundamentals, man. I want to lay something out, guys, that was a theme of both of these shows, Raw and Smack. And bro, honestly, seriously, Ben, freaking Glenn can eat me, bite me, take me home. I'm so sick and tired of hearing freaking
Just
Glenn.
Write that down. New t-shirt. Eat me, bite me, take me home.
I'm so tired of hearing freaking Glenn with his freaking bullshit. You don't want to get into NXT Vegas bullshit, bro. Guys, I need to lay this out. I've got 2 absolute wrestling fundamentalists here who understand wrestling, who have done it all their lives, who understand psychology and understand it all. Okay, we have clearly from the jump, first of all, the Bloodline jumped the shark months ago. Bloodline should have been over when freaking Cody beat Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. Game over. They've jumped the shark. Go ahead, Ben. You want to say something? Go ahead.
Oh, I like that. Game over.
Game over. Yeah, game over. And and also, I want royalties for giving him that name. I gave him the name The Game. Where are my royalties for The Game? I wrote that in a promo and had him refer to himself. Where's my royalties for that?
Well, we don't have royalties.
The person who wrote the memo about never being in a vulnerable position in the video game.
Yeah. Okay.
I think actually your royalties will probably come in the form of a leather jacket. He may have 1 or 2 extra.
Yeah. Okay. So we've clearly jumped the shark with the Bloodline, and Glenn can freaking eat me, bite me, take me home. Let's talk about this for a second, guys. And if anybody can make sense out of this, please make sense out of this for me. So you clearly created a Bloodline B team. A Bloodline B team. You had Solo Sikoa replace Roman Reigns, and you had Tiki and Taki replace the Usos. Clearly the B team from day one. Clearly the B team. So now you're going to try to make this B team of equal or more value than the A team. That's what you're going to attempt to do. Meanwhile, it's clearly a B team. You have clearly made the heels the underdogs, clearly without a shadow of a doubt. Okay, Stevie. So now we're going to the big showdown at Survivor Series. That's what we're going to. What do you do in the span of Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday? Ben, here's what they do in the span of 4 days. Here's what they do in the span of 4 days to get all the heat, on the B team going into the Survivor Series. Here's what we do in a matter of 4 days. On Friday, we take the belts off of the B team. On Friday. On Monday, two members of the A team beat up 3 members of the B team. Why are we even having a Survivor Series if the Usos beat up 3 members of the Bloodline? Why is there a need for a Survivor Series? I swear to God, bro, the simplest fundamental thing in professional wrestling, heat on the heels. Heat on the heels. Nobody needs that more than this Bloodline. Nobody, bro. I don't even know the names of the Tiki brothers. I don't even know their names, bro. The most simplest formula in the history from day one. Heat on the heels. They make this the B team. They take the belts off of them. Then 2 baby faces beat up 3 of them. And these are the heels, Ben. Go ahead.
So this is your Triple H era. This is the disco best creative, best time ever. And the creative is completely wrong. I mean, there's 1,000 ways to skin a cat. You can rewrite it how you want to, but at the fundamental of what you're talking about, what I learned from Al Snow, day one, rule 1, put heat on your heel, make your baby off your heel. So let's back it up to SmackDown. We give them baby with DIY and fucking Motor City Machine Guns in what looks to be the main event of Get Your Shit In, right? Fucking Motor City Machine Guns goes over. There's some dissension between DIY possibly. Here comes Bloodline. Oh, because they won. Motor City Machine Guns is now #1 contenders. Okay, good. Like, this is where they should come in to try and pick the bones after a hard-fought match and go over. Motor City Machine Guns debuted 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, but they hold on, but you're not going to sit there and hold them to a debut. We had weeks and weeks of the flash in red and blue lights. You got to take that into consideration. Back it up, Ben.
So the fact is, a babyface needs to go on a journey, a hero's journey, with twists and turns and hitting different benchmarks to get to the point at the top of the mountain where we all go, yay, they won it. When you put the tag titles on them in week 3, they're at the top of the mountain. Guess where there is for them to go? They're going to be fighting the Vikings in 2.5 months, and they're not going to have the belts, and it won't mean shit. Where they think like this new system of, here come the whoop whoops, put the belts on them, they're over. Here comes Damage Control, put the belts on them, they're over, and none of them get over.
Fire and Ice, here come Fire and Ice, put the belts on them.
They're going to be great. So now the Motor City Machine Guns, and these guys are vets. They should know too, like, bro, you're going to put the belts on us. Instead, did they mark out and be like, sweet, we're tag champs here. We're just going to take it and run with it because we're vets and we're not going to say shit. But to me, I'm going, dude, we're fucked. We got no place to go. Where are we going to go for this? I hold the tag titles for 2 years. Are they going to put it on us for that long? I don't think they trust in your knee after having it be rebuilt, right? So they just robbed their whole hero's journey as baby faces. And also, that's the huge point where it shouldn't be that. the heels should fucking come over and pick the bones on them and go over strong and fuck them out of that. Now they have a reason why, and they can use their bloodline power. Then they should have shown up and beat the fuck out of Jimmy and Jay so we have heat going into the fucking pay-per-view. Instead, they lost the belts, look like pussies, because they got beat up by two older veterans who just got signed who are 5'6" each. And then over here, their cousins whooped their fucking ass already, so we don't need any payoff. So this is Triple H booking. It makes zero sense in the fucking way psychology of this shit is supposed to work to give the audience that feeling of, yeah, got him finally. And or I hate that fucking bloodline. They keep effing over my favorite baby faces. They didn't. They lost to them all. So why watch anything?
Okay, Stevie, let's psychoanalyze analysis. Yeah, thank you, Ben. Let's psychoanalyze. Let's psychoanalyze this.
Yeah, baby.
But Stevie, you and I know Triple H knows what he's doing. Like, he's not an idiot. Like, this guy came up through Killer Kowalski, went like through every freaking level at the WWE, you know, under Vince, under all those, you know, Pat Patterson, all those agents. What is he missing here, Stevie?
Yeah, I remember when he debuted in WCW as Tiki Rising. It was really quite the name. Sorry, I can't resist.
Tiki Rising. Sitting on that fucking one for a while, baby.
Got to put him
in. Tiki Rising.
We're not on TV anymore.
Come on, Stevie. Tiki Rising knows better.
Well, here's the deal with this. I'm going to outwardly just, you know, expose my bias for Chris Sabin and Alex Shelley. I'm just happy to see them. You know,
I am too.
It's not their fault. What are you going to show up?
But in this booking, Ben, this is the problem. They may never have a hero's journey because it'll be constant 50-50 booking and never win the belts. I text Alex Shelley 5 minutes after I watched and said, dude, hope you ran right to the back. You guys took the pictures with the belts, and congratulations on 20 years at the conventions, because now you got the belts, because that's the most important thing for long-term income that way. Because this company is week to week. I agree with you. Why are we even having Survivor? The way I would look at it logically is like, well, I guess we're not having Bloodline versus Bloodline because we're seeing the payoff, like you said, in a 4-day span. The entire angle's paid off. And be honest with you, it hurts people like Roman the most. This dude had so much. He was literally invulnerable for what, 2.5, 3 years. Now he's selling for Tiki and Taki and all these other people. That's what I mean. Instead of everything, they're 50-50 booking week to week. Baby's over, heels over, heat over, somebody going through the table at the end of every show. Nobody's getting over, and that's the problem.